Awesome.
So we are now live on the Miniac. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Q&A. And I know I said I wasn't going to do another Q&A, but I decided, or at least not one this soon. I decided to go ahead and do one. So I decided to dig these two out of the snow up in Canada, and bring them down here to join me tonight. These two are part of a YouTube channel called Car Creations. And what do they do on Car Creations? They do Mini Coopers, and I think you even have a BMW in there somewhere. But yeah. I thought I'd bring them on, have them talk a little bit about their channel, a little bit about what they do, some of the fun stuff that they happen to have. And one of the things I'm going to share is a little introduction, just kind of a video thing. This is one of their videos, but you can kind of see a little idea of what they're talking about here. So they're putting apparently mud flaps on the Clubman and new mirror caps. So looks kind of fun. They're a small YouTube channel, but I think small YouTube channels are the way that the best thing to have is you start off with a small channel, and then you work your way up to eventually you become a big channel. Every YouTube channel started off as a small channel. So I may be at like a little over 10,000 subscribers, but that is still considered a small channel. This channel is really small. This is where I was the first year of doing YouTube, is I didn't think I was going to get to 1,000 subscribers. And you guys are pretty darn close now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take over and tell us all a little bit about your channel and what you do.
All right. So, so we've been doing it for, as of end of March, it would be a year. So not even a year yet. Basically, I have two cars, two minis. I have a JCW hardtop, 2019. And then I also have a F54 Cooper Clubman S, and with some crazy mods that most people wouldn't put on their Clubmans. You see a lot of Clubmans lowered and stuff, but I went the other way.
Yeah, we'll have to dive in on that car a little later. I'm sure people are going to have questions about where you got some of the parts on that car.
Yeah, exactly. And then, Joshua, do you want to just quickly say what you have?
For my BMW, yeah. It's a 2015 BMW M235i all-wheel drive. I haven't done a ton to it yet, as I've been a little lacking in the monetary department just because I've been in school, but I've got a bunch of stuff ordered up, and I have it. It's a muffler delete, and that's all I've kind of done for mods right now, but I'm super excited because this spring and summer I've got a lot of stuff planned for that.
Yeah, so basically on our channel, we try to, every week we do either a how to retrofit or we do a how to mod. And then every 1 to 2 months, we show what the car is actually built for. And we do a car creation special is what we try to call them. And we do an extra long video, and we go and almost, I won't say Top Gear like, but definitely influenced us. And yeah, we do a bunch of crazy stuff like that.
It's probably much easier for 2 people to do a Top Gear like YouTube channel than for 3 people to try to do one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. I know you all have some pictures to share of your cars. So I'm going to go ahead and let you and pull those up on the screen. Let me know when you're ready to have those up on the screen. We can go and put them up. But yeah, it sounds like interesting. Excuse me, I dropped something on the floor, and that's why I'm leaning against my screen to try to figure out what happened with it. But yeah, so I remember when I first heard of you guys, it was like you were commenting on a few. I think you commented a while back on at least 1 or 2 of my videos, and I was like, well, I've never heard of Car Creations before. And then I just started doing some more digging, and then you popped up on Instagram, and then you popped up more on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, okay, they're on a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I found it kind of helpful to actually go and see what people commented on other videos and see what their ideas were, and then I kind of used their questions to help me with my videos. So
and in fact, in fact, that's sort of how a lot of YouTubers get their ideas for videos, is they actually go to other YouTube channels and look at the videos they're doing. And if those videos are fairly popular, it usually means that that's a good idea or a good topic to use. And that's usually what we end up doing. Like a lot of the video ideas I've had in the past were ones that I went and looked at other YouTube channels and got those ideas and decided, oh, I could do that. So I went ahead and did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes they're varying degrees of success. I figured out that when it comes to how-to videos, I suck at those. I'm better when it comes to car reviews or car feature stuff. I'm pretty good at that. When it comes to like fixing my own car, trying to do that on camera, it kind of just ends up not being as fun.
Yeah. So I think people can see my screen here. So I just wanted to show one of the videos that first kind of, I know, pretty much everyone subscribed because of this video. And it was exactly what you're saying. People questioning about if this is possible, and that was installing the new digital cluster that was coming out in all the GPs.
Mm-hmm.
And
I gotta say though, before you go, I gotta say the camera, the filming quality is really, really good. I'm curious what you guys use for your camera platforms.
we actually just got a new camera, but we were using a Sony A6300, and we have a really tight lens. So you notice a lot of our videos, all the shots are pretty narrow, which kind of gives it more of a cinematic feel. And then most of the times we have it on a gimbal. So we have a third person that films almost always with us.
Okay.
Mark Bartholomew, I don't know if he's listening. And so really thankful to him because we need someone manning the gimbal.
So it sounds like you basically are like a three-person operation.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Okay.
And he's also the drone operator too now. So.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm basically doing everything on my own, and sometimes it's very indicative of success. That's why I've been using GoPros for pretty much everything I do because I'm the only person doing it. It's a lot easier to get things done. Yeah.
Our first videos they're quite rough, but we decided to leave them up on the channel anyway, so people can see where we come from.
In fact, someone commented down here below that video of the digital dash was the first one that they saw when they subscribed to your channel. And I'm pretty sure that much like my channel and the mini vlog, we all share quite a few subscribers.
Yes, most likely.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I often see people commenting in all the videos, so it's pretty cool.
So but before we get into that, this is something that might be for Canadians right here. This is from Timothy Daniel. He said, "Can you spec dynamic dampers with 19-inch wheels on the JCW Clubman? I've heard you can't, but the Canadian configurator allows you to do so." Any thoughts on this?
I have them. I have them on my 2019 JCW hatch.
Okay, so you have them on your JCW hatch. He's claiming that those 19-inch wheels, it can't be done. I'm pretty sure dynamic dampers can be, but I don't think I've ever seen the dynamic dampers on a JCW Clubman. I have seen them on the JCW Countryman, and in fact, I've seen them on pretty much all JCW, or all Countrymans I've seen lately have the dynamic dampers, but I don't know if it's something with the way the suspension is on the JCW Clubman, because I know the JCW Clubman sits about 10 millimeters lower than stock. So that could be why. But if that is something that they're offering in the Canadian configurator, that would be very interesting to find more information on.
Yeah. It's that dynamic dampers is super helpful, especially in Canada, because a lot of us do actually live on dirt roads here. We're not like the only exception, especially in like Saskatchewan and Alberta and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they do make a huge difference on bumpy roads.
So another comment here. Rocco said, "Why not try a tripod for your GoPro? I just got one off Amazon." Rocco, I do use a tripod from time to time. I also use a handheld gimbal. I do have a GoPro gimbal, and I also use the thing that my LED light is currently attached to. I've actually used as a camera mount. And whenever you've seen me do shots where I've done like the exhaust, so you can see the exhaust, I've actually set it down on the floor.
Oh yeah.
So every time you see an exhaust shot in one of my videos, this is one of the tripods I've used to do that. But that's one comment. Richard Handler. Hey Richard, how are you? For me, the first video I saw was the JCW rear diffuser install. Now I plan on installing it onto my Patty Hopkirk edition. So he watched that video of yours as well and installed on the JCW diffuser. So that must have been a fun video. I'm going to probably have to watch that video myself in order to do the install myself on mine. But
yeah,
anyway,
that was probably one of our first how-tos.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna let you get back to talking about this right here.
Yeah, I just want to say just one funny story about the tripod thing. So when the first time that we ever got Mark to film was when we did the exhaust video.
Mhm.
And before that, I had tried to put my phone on a tripod behind my car. And every single time I would like rev the exhaust, it kept knocking the phone over and I got a little chip in the top corner. I was like, whatever, new person. So yeah, basically this video came from as soon as the launch happened for the GP,
Mhm.
I started looking into it, and basically a lot of other people had seemed to be able to. There was a LCI model before this that had kind of like the gas gauge was slightly different, and people were surprisingly enough retrofitting that to their cars. So I was thinking, if people can do that, then I'm sure I could do this. So I found a coder out of Egypt, I think he is, Beamer Fixes, amazing guy. And yeah, at the time I didn't tell him I had YouTube or anything. I just bought everything from him, did the video, and then he just got pummeled with requests to do the coding. So yeah, working with him today. So yeah, it's funny. I added this to my car, and then I had it for literally a month, and then put it away. So I actually haven't had that much time to even use the digital display on my Mini. So if anyone actually has used it longer than me,
Mhm. Now I'm not
to let us know how it goes.
Now I'm not sure if Rocco's talking about proxy alignment for the for a gimbal or proxy alignment for the digital dash.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly which one he's talking about here, but so how difficult was the digital dash to install?
Our biggest problem was we kept dropping screws down the back.
Yeah.
So that's a pain. That's a royal pain. He's talking about the dash. I did that with I was installing a Craven Speed iPhone mount on my Gabriel. Just so you know, we've only been live now for 12 minutes. But anyway, I remember I was installing a mount on the back of my gauge pod on my JCW Clubman, and I kept dropping the screws into the thing. Now the great thing is you can grab the whole that knee bolster panel, just rip it down, and get the get the screws back out. But it was still a royal pain to try to keep getting them out of there every time they slid in.
Yeah,
it's like the go-to place for everything just to fall when you're working on your car.
Yeah, and the screwdriver we're using, for some reason, the magnetic portion of the screwdriver no longer worked. So
yeah, that's usually how it goes. It ends up never working at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So at least it's attached with one screw, and then one day we'll find the other screw behind the dash.
The worst thing for me is I lost my glasses fell apart one day. The lens popped out. So I laid them down on the dash of my Clubman. So I'm going to a friend of mine who works at an eye doctor, or not eye doctor, but a place where you can go get glasses at JCPenney. So I'm pulling to the parking lot. The minute I come to a stop, the lens slides into the dash. Never to be seen again.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Like, well, this went from being an easy fix to an expensive visit.
Yeah.
Like those dashes just like to swallow up stuff, and I couldn't get it out of the dash. I didn't have anything to like grab it out. The only way to get it out would have been to either remove the dash pad or take the windshield out.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's now part of the car.
It's now part of the car. I think it did fall out eventually, but it was just weird to have weird. It's just funny that like slid into the dash. I'm like, well, I just lost that. That's expensive.
Yeah. So, anyways. One of the things that we end up having to run was it's called a MOST cable. So it's basically a fiber optic cable through the back of the dash. If you have a heads up display, you don't have to run it, but we did because we didn't have a heads up display. And you have to be super careful with those because one, if it gets dust on the ends, it doesn't work anymore. Also, I don't even have a cable here to show, but like if you bend it more than like this much, it will break. So you have to be super careful with those. So yeah, that was probably the other hardest part. But other than that, it was pretty simple. Pretty much anyone could do it, I would say.
That's funny.
So that was that video. I don't know if anyone has any questions on that.
The other you've been watching, my friend Gabriel Mayo Chickens has been commenting that he wasn't invited until live stream. I told him to get. I sent him the link. I told him to get his butt in here.
He has a cool car.
Yeah,
he does.
I first started following him on Instagram when he first had his 2014 Cooper S that he turned into a JCW. Beautiful car, and I talked to him the day that he totaled that car. It was a sad day.
Yeah,
really sad day when he wrecked that car. It was such a beautiful car.
Oh yeah, but, that one.
Yeah, his GP3 though is amazing. He wrapped the roof. In red, which is the same color red that was used on the GP3 at Baron Mini in Kansas. And if anyone wants to know what color vinyl and what brand of vinyl that you want, if you want to wrap the roof of your GP in chili red, it is actually from a company called Oracle, and the color is chili red. So it's called Oracle Chili Red. So if you want to wrap your roof in an actual chili red, not the Rosa red that you find in the red graphics that are on the car, but actual chili red that will look like chili red, there you go. It's called Oracle Chili Red.
Might have to do that.
Yeah, and it's a really pretty color. It's the same color vinyl, It's the same color red that's used on the vinyl on my car.
Yeah, my actual spec, my JCW is actually put together to try to imagine what a GP3 would be like quite a bit before the GP3 was around. So it's kind of cool to see.
Well, the funny thing is with the GP3, the dead giveaway that it wasn't going to have a manual is when the concept car came out and it didn't have a shifter.
Yeah. Exactly.
We saw that and all hope is lost.
Yeah.
But that being said, the 8-speed automatic is actually not bad. It's a really good transmission. I like the dog automatic transmissions, but it's not a terrible transmission by any means.
Oh yeah, and like between shifts, I don't know what the right word for it is, but like the farts between shifts just sound good.
Those are amazing. I mic'd the exhaust when I did the driving video of that car. It was weird. It was like every time it shifted, it was like a clap of thunder, basically.
That's the nice thing about the exhaust on my BMW. Like, I get some nice shift blips.
Shift blips. I'm sorry. I'm just staring at her while we're doing the live stream. I keep getting messages on Instagram. Apparently my Instagram has now gotten incredibly popular. I guess that's what happens when you finally figure out how to Photoshop your pictures correctly.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's all about the glossy magazine look.
Yeah,
that's
true, actually.
So we're gonna now add in the infamous Mayo Chickens.
There we go. Welcome,
sorry, guys.
So this is now going from the Miniac and car creations to the Miniac car creations and Mayo Chicken.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good,
I'm doing fine. I just got home. What are you guys up to? Oh, your video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Showing off some.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying. We're showing the two types of videos that we're doing on our channel. So how to retrofits,
awesome.
Now just about to show the specials that we want to start doing. Yeah.
All right. Don't let me interrupt.
Temporarily blocking your face, Gabriel, just for a second.
It's fine. It's fine.
Ryan said, sorry, this could be unrelated, but when the weather gets nice, would you guys do a mini meat drive? I feel like a 100%. Mini meat drive would be great. I feel like we're gonna have to wait for COVID to kind of let up a little bit so that people can actually cross the border, maybe if they want to come down to the U.S. or something, or if you don't want to come down to the U.S., I would completely understand. But what I was gonna say is,
I mean,
for those in,
no, go ahead.
If you're here in BC, I mean, we'd love to do a meet and drive. We can go, if there's enough of us. I've wanted to do a few different kind of like rallies, or like, I don't know, find some friends around the place that have minis or other sorts of fun cars and go for rallies.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I was going to say what's kind of funny here is we're representing multiple climate zones right now. So we have Gabriel down in in Miami, Florida. We have me in the Midwest in Kansas, and then we have you two up in Canada.
Yeah.
And 3 different time zones too, as well.
True. Yeah. Yes. So that brings me right perfectly to this video, because half of the year our specials are going to be around snow in some way or another. So this one, for example, because I lifted my Mini, we decided to try to take it up a snowmobile track. Which,
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, we got a good. How much, Josh? Like 100 feet before we decided it was a bad idea.
100. I didn't even know if it was that.
What point did you realize this is not a good idea?
Yeah, well, the chains came off. The chains came off, and then the car started to sink down. Because snowmobiles have quite a wide track. So yeah, we decided that.
The mistake you made was you probably should have taken a little air out of your tires, perhaps.
Yeah, that probably would have helped.
Yeah,
and
wider contact patch.
Yeah, but we'll try it again because we're dumb. So we will try it again.
So when I see an Instagram post from you guys about you getting the clubman stuck on a snowmobile path, we'll know what happened.
Yes,
pretty much.
So that'll be funny.
Yeah, and then we've created a special for when we reach 1,000, which we're almost there, 970. So as soon as we reach 1,000,
if we have enough people watching here, we can get a bunch of you. If you aren't already subscribed to Car Creations, go over and subscribe to their channel. They have some great content here. They do a lot of how-to videos that looks like it's a lot of fun stuff, and plus it looks like they might be getting themselves into some stupid and crazy situations. So
yeah,
think Top Gear Grand Tour kind of stuff with these guys.
Yeah. So this is a screenshot teaser of our special that we have coming out. So that's on a frozen lake, just to give you a little bit of an idea. So it should be fun.
Given the fact that you guys are still here, I'm assuming the car is not in the lake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thankfully. But we shot the car since then?
Yes. But you never know. There could be a possibility.
Yeah.
That is an awesome photo. I love that photo.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That car did amazing. I'll talk about it more in the video when it comes out, but Clubmans, I literally can't recommend them enough. So yeah.
Well, the F-54 Clubman's one of my favorite cars. Someone actually asked me on my Clubman video I did for the one I called the Black and Blue edition, or the Black and Blue Fight Clubman, basically. Someone asked me what that one was going to cost, or what that one cost, and I said, well, it was $41,000 or $42,100, but that car sold already. I mean,
that car is amazing.
I mean, it wasn't for sale. It wasn't for sale when, no, not for that. It wasn't for sale. It was for sale. It was still on the lot when I made the video. I didn't know I didn't know it had sold already when someone asked me about it. I just noticed that it wasn't on the lot today. When I got there, I was like, well, I guess they sold it.
Yeah. Well, even here, like trying to find a used Clubman is so hard. There's lots of them, but it's so hard. Like we searched for 2 months just to find a Clubman for sale that was kind of in our price range. So this is literally the first one that came up.
And see, I almost bought an F-54 Clubman. I was looking at one. It was pure burgundy, all four, fully loaded with a manual transmission.
Oh,
Nice.
manual.
Yeah, it would have been manual transmission. It would have been incredible. But I was like, I kind of wanted to wait for a hardtop to come along.
Yeah.
So Richard Handler here has made a comment. It's like I've really been enjoying their YouTube shorts. So you guys have been doing the YouTube shorts?
Yeah, we've been dipping our toes into it a little bit. We try to do one every Tuesday.
Okay,
just kind of around Mini or BMW, like how to like little tips that you might not necessarily know about your car. So.
Oh, cool! I've been hearing a little bit. I've been hearing some pros and cons in one of the Facebook groups called Tube Ritual about how people are feeling about the whole idea of YouTube Shorts. People are saying that it either is a really good idea, or they're concerned it could dilute the platform to the point where larger channels that do longer videos aren't doing as well.
Yeah,
because they're concerned it might go the route of like TikTok or Instagram stories. and
Yeah.
people have been concerned about that. I'm kind of curious. I'm thinking it'd be kind of fun to maybe do one big video during the week, one live stream, or one midweek live stream, one end of the week live stream, and then and then like Tuesday, Thursday have like YouTube shorts thrown in there.
Yeah.
Just some random mini stuff.
When we first started putting them out, we lost like 2 or 3 subscribers every single time we put it out. But that actually quickly reversed, and we actually started getting subscribers from them. So it kind of worked itself out.
I noticed a big drop in subscribers when I just started doing this platform here with StreamYard. I noticed a sudden abrupt. I lost 40 subscribers in less than 24 hours because I think it was something the way it was done. I didn't realize that when I scheduled my live streams like in advance, I didn't realize that it made all of them public. So like there were 8 videos that went up suddenly, and I'm like, that's not what I wanted to do. I was like, why am I losing subscribers here? And then someone said, did you notice that we got spammed like 8 videos from you? I'm like, oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So
Might do it.
lesson learned. I basically made them all private again, and I will bring them back up whenever I want. This video would have been up on like the 17th of March. I decided to go ahead and just redo this to make this live stream tonight. I'm planning on possibly doing a live stream with Aaron from Outmotoring, the owner of Outmotoring.com.
Oh, nice.
And I'm possibly I'm trying to coordinate one with Mike Payton of Mini USA. I've been in contacts with the media relations guy for Mini USA. I'm trying to see if we can work something out where I could have him on for a live stream as well. But
nice.
It's kind of a wait and see thing. I know he's been on the mini vlog already, and I don't know how he managed to make that happen, but I'm trying to get Mike on my channel as well because I've been chatting with him quite a bit over the last year or so, especially since Mini Takes the States got delayed last year, and then it got delayed and then it's been postponed this year. So,
yeah. Josh, or anything else we should say about our channel before we move on to our first minis?
Subscribe. I'd really like to hit 1,000 so we can show people that special that we've done. It's definitely my favorite video we've done.
I gotta have to watch this. Now, what people don't realize is the video I put up on Monday, I've switched everything around. I'm now doing Monday videos, which I'm calling Miniac Monday. And so I switched everything around to where it was going to be a Monday video, a Wednesday live stream, and a Friday live stream. But those two live streams are kind of going to be sporadic. I'm not going to do them like every single week because I feel like that kind of just fills up too much space, I guess. But the video I put up on Monday for the reveal of the vinyl on my car, that was supposed to be my celebration of 10,000 subscribers, and I forgot after I made the video, posted it, and put it up on the channel that after it went live, I was like, oh, wait a second. I was supposed to do something with this. What was it? What it was. I was like, the video's doing well, so I guess that's a good thing. But my plan, my plan actually is I decided if I can I'm probably going to hit 20,000 this year, but I'm thinking if I can hit 50,000 by next year, I'm thinking I'm going to do a full wrap of the car.
Yeah.
Like completely wrap the car. And I've been toying with the idea of metallic green.
Ooh.
Just because
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I'm thinking like metallic green in the way of like Lamborghini Huracan green.
Okay, yeah.
Just something that's just a little bit over the top, a little bit out there.
Yeah. That's funny because that one post you had on your just to showcase this event here, showing all 3 of our cars, I was like, they're kind of all bland colors. I mean, the most color is like the front strip on Ethan's, like the rest strip on Ethan's JCW. Like, we need to do something exciting on there.
Well, I mean, you are up in Canada. I think those cars would stand out in the snow a little bit more because they're darker colors. On the other hand, Gabriel's car now stands out completely with a bright red roof.
Oh, don't even want to talk about that.
And the gigantic wing on top. You don't even want to talk about it. Is it that bad?
Yeah. So okay. So the post that I did today, people are like, "Oh wow, it looks really nice." And I'm like, "No, I photoshopped it so it looks the way I wanted it to look." But in reality, it's more orange than it is red. So I have an appointment to rewrap the roof, rewrap the mirrors, rewrap everything because that red was used in all the little details that we did on the car. And I'm being charged again. So
Oh, no.
it's not fun. It's not fun, but I'm not gonna be happy with a color that doesn't match the chili red at all. So yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, we were Gabriel, I was talking to my vinyl guy. We were doing the video. There was a scene where we were talking about how to remove vinyl correctly, and I said, so the company in question probably doesn't remove it correctly. We're talking about the Oracle vinyl.
Yeah.
And the one you said you were told that isn't a great vinyl, and it actually,
Exactly.
it's all about how you remove the vinyl, because some people will like yank on it to pull it off the car, and you really have to, like, depending on the vinyl, you have to like get it at the right angle and pull gently, otherwise it's going to leave adhesive.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to them, and they quoted me a higher price that originally paid for this one, because they said that the Oracle is more expensive than the one that they used on my car, and I'm like, so it's more expensive, but it's less quality. Oh man, it's been very, very hectic.
My vinyl guy said that Oracle is actually about the same price as 3M, and it's on par in terms of quality with 3M. They just do a little bit. They do other colors that 3M doesn't do.
The one that I have on the car right now, you can see swirl marks. It's not even that glossy. The one on that GP3 that you sent me, the one where we got the Oracle idea from, that one in the showroom, it just looks beautiful. It looks shiny. It looks really bright. It's exactly what I wanted. It's really sad that I didn't.
Funny thing is, if you actually looked at the car up close, there were swirl marks in the vinyl, but that was because there were swirl marks in the paint underneath.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it actually, the thing about that vinyl is, as it cures to the car, anything that's it basically cures to the point where it looks like paint.
Okay, well, good.
You'll look at it and you'll swear it's a painted roof.
Because we ceramic coated the GP literally the day after I got it, so that's good.
The other thing about vinyl, though, is if you ceramic coat before you put vinyl down, vinyl won't stick to it.
I know. Trust me, I know. We were there for 2 hours testing out the wraps to make sure that it worked, and it ended up working and sticking to it. I don't know how, because the ceramic coating that we used, we did 2 layers of it, and it's really high quality. So I don't even know how it works, but it worked. That's all I care about. Anyways, so we were gonna see some cars over here or something, some little throwback of these 2 cars over here, right?
Well, first of all, Richard Handler says I should wrap my car in zesty yellow.
Oh, Jesus. Do they even have that color yet?
I can get a color that looks close to zesty yellow. And then Ryan here says he had a volcanic red metallic Audi S4 that looked like burnt orange that he really liked. But we're gonna go ahead and pull up your screen, Ethan, so you can show us your first minis.
Ooh,
awesome!
Looks like a barn find.
This is my first. Yeah, pretty much it was. Yeah. So the one year we had, it was crazy amount of hail, so I just kept it in the barn because it was my precious. So that's why it's there. Yeah.
You
So
didn't say it right. You have to use the full voice if you're going to call it your precious.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my first mini. So I bartered the guy down like almost $1,000, and we were at the last $50, and I got up and I was like, nope, I can't do it. And he was like, okay, fine. But literally that was like as far as I could stretch, so I got it by any means possibly. So yeah.
What was the color of it? It's either my brightness on my screen is wrong, or I can't tell what the heck color that is.
Dark blue.
It's blue, but I can't remember the actual paint coat of it. It's one of the special club and colors that they had for the R series.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you'll figure it out the minute we get done with this. You'll be like, oh, it was that color.
Yeah.
Driving that car is actually when I first kind of fell in love with minis, as well as cars in general, because I worked at Cal Tire, so I took his car in to get the winter tires taken off, the summer tires putting on. It was a beautiful day. I was driving home with the sunroof open, just so happy. It's yes, this is the life.
Yeah. And then he immediately after that got this car.
There's a nice
So
little
that's,
little blue R56.
Yeah, that was. How long did you have that, Joshua?
2 months before this happened.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Ethan, just gonna grab the next picture there.
You're gonna have to tell the story behind it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, I was.
Ow!
I'd just been watching. I don't know what it was.
oh
Ethan's
Jesus.
watching
The Italian
YouTube over
Job,
Ethan's
is that what you
shoulder.
were watching?
So I was at home watching something about supercars. I was all excited, and I was going. Then I had some sort of appointment in town, so I was going to town a little bit too fast on a gravel road. Allegedly, it was like 40 kilometers an hour. I've driven past there again, kind of at the same speed, and it was allegedly more than 40 kilometers an hour. And yeah, so I hit the bank on the right side of the road there, flipped on its side, skidded along for like 15, 20 feet, and then righted itself again. And I still have the scars on my arm to prove it.
That car was
Oh, wow.
50 seconds.
Yeah, that was completely written off. The entire roof of the back is caved in. It's kind of hard to tell by the picture, but
yeah, I can see it. That's painful. That hurts me.
It still
Yeah.
drove though. Like
yeah, it did.
looking back
At
on it,
least yours
I
still
would have kept
drove.
that.
At least yours still drove. Mine was no longer drivable.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking Gabriel down there knows that from experience. I believe yours was no longer drivable as well.
I don't want to talk about. Since we're going a little bit of throwback here, I was looking for this, and this was my first Mini.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys
This is-
all had like R56s, R55s. My first Mini was an R53.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I'm gonna have to pull up. Since we're all sharing pictures. Since we're all sharing pictures now, I'm gonna have to pull up a picture of it now because I think it's worth sharing. I think it was just a great little car. I don't care what any of y'all think.
Did you roll over this blue R56?
It didn't roll over entirely because there's nothing wrong with the other side.
Entirely?
It's just like the right front tire hit the bank and it flipped on its side and it skidded along the side there and then caught the ditch and righted itself. Nice.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's just full on rally car.
So it actually had something that was really rare called an Alta. It was an Alta light bar from Alta Performance.
Oh, Alta. I
And
haven't heard of them in a while.
I had two sets of lights on the front. I had driving lights and I had driving lights and I had rally. I had driving lights and I had fog lights on it. And I know I had too many lights on the front of the car because besides those, I also had the grille lights, the fog lights, the headlights. I had all of them on one night, and I got pulled over by a sheriff because I had too many lights on my car. I took a friend of mine and I took it out on a back road in Lawrence in Kansas one night, and we just lit up the entire road with it.
Yeah, those things are bright too.
Everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Horizon
that
Blue
sounds.
Metallic. Yeah.
Actually,
So
sounds
Horizon
familiar.
Blue. Richard says his first Mini was a 2013 Midnight Black Clubman or 2013 Cooper Midnight Black. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Clubman. My second Mini was a Midnight Black Clubman, and I'm gonna find the blooming picture of that car.
Oh,
This has become a share your car event.
so you pulled up in your car to the scene.
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh, that sucks.
It was bad. Like after like the dust had settled, I searched in the ground for my phone. Oh nice.
Nice.
There's my second Mini,
Yeah.
and I named it Sirius, so the license plate actually said Sirius. If you
Nice.
let's see if I can get it right there. There we go.
And so I searched on the ground for my phone. The first thing I did was not call somebody to come pick me up, but call some doctor specialist that I had to cancel the appointment, so I didn't have to pay extra money for not making the appointment.
Jesus Christ.
And the person, the receptionist,
Like I'm in the middle of a car accident. Let me call the doctor and cancel my appointment first.
I know.
I was thinking about the fact that I was in a car accident here.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So this is my third Mini. This is the one I wrecked. So this was
I remember that
Apollo.
one.
This was Apollo. His 2013 Cooper S with the JCW tuning kit and the gauge pods that were in the interior. It was a beautiful car. That's what it looked like. That was what it looked like about 5-6 weeks before I wrecked it, I think. And this was taken about I think 10 minutes after my accident.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Wow. Nice.
let's just say I was the direction the car is facing was slightly in the direction I was trying to turn, but that's not how the car ended up in that position. I got spun completely around.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was amazed. I was amazed. I walked away. I didn't realize later that I was actually in shock. So that was
So
just
Ethan,
that was
I'm
not.
gonna move on to the next picture there to show my next car, which I was very excited to upgrade to. So I got this one. So after I crashed it, I was like, well, I have to get another one.
Oh, but
And
you upgraded.
I certainly did. I went to the Mini dealership in Kelowna, and they didn't have anything that I wanted. And I asked him kind of what he had. Actually, no. Yeah, I'd gone there originally because I was talking to somebody else that had one almost exactly the one I just crashed, and it was getting there to get fixed. So he said, "Go there, have a look at it." So I was talking to the guy at the dealership, and he was like, "Oh, come check out this one at the back." And it was all like had this big dent in the hood, and it was all like covered in dust, but it was like really low kilometers and super cheap. So I put down payment on it right then and there, and yeah.
So
Wait.
first it was called at first sight.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are those GP wheels?
Yeah,
Yep.
they are.
What?
Which I didn't know that at the time.
Whoa,
And I sold them
We're
with
gonna
the
put a full
car,
screen
but-
here real quick.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know. I don't know how I got them. I didn't actually realize until about a year ago, hadn't had the car for a good year,
Oh wow.
that they were GP wheels. I was like, what? I could have
everyone-
sold those
everyone
for
just remember
more.
to stop drooling. Remember, we're on live TV, so stop drooling on GP2 wheels.
That's awesome.
I wanted GP2 wheels for my JCW Clubman. I never could find them, and people kept trying to talk me out of doing it. So,
That's so cool.
so I never did it.
Yeah,
That's a really nice car. Do you still have that car?
No, I don't. I
Oh,
had a few different little things that I kind of
You
broke.
crashed
on
a
it.
few more times.
Well, not entirely. Okay, the first winter, so I drove it for a good year. It was fine. And then like this first snowfall, like the second winter, I was going a little bit fast around a curve, and the back
nice,
end
yeah.
kept going around. I went off like a 3-foot embankment into a field, big snowy field, like a foot of snow, and just kept driving through the field back onto the road again. And I broke a couple little things on it. I mean, like the charge pipe blew, and coolant, something in the water pump, I think it was. A little piece on that broke.
A lot of important things is what you broke.
Yeah, it was, and I shouldn't have sold that. It was such a nice little car.
Well,
It was like the interior was beautiful, nice tan,
Mhm.
and yeah,
He straight piped it too, so it sounded amazing.
it was straight piped. Yeah,
Two cars I
Catback.
regret. These are two cars that I regret getting rid of. I regret trading this one in. I would have loved to have kept both, but I regret trading that one in. My JCW
Yeah,
Clubman.
that
It
was
had the
pretty
Recaro interior, and I regret selling this one that I spent 3 years building.
Oh, that one's sick.
Yeah, that one I remember. That one I remember when I first saw it. It was actually being autocross raced by its second owner, and I was at the race. I was at the autocross race where his co-driver went off the track, ran into a traffic pylon, and destroyed the intercooler.
Oh wow!
Oh
All
my.
you saw was the car go off the track. You saw a cone disappear, and then you saw a puff of smoke. When you're looking, you're like, "What the heck just happened?"
Oh my,
so what
yeah.
you guys are telling me is that we've all had bad experiences, but Ethan is the one missing the little nice.
Well,
Yeah.
he does have a little story to tell. Like,
Oh, really?
It wasn't anywhere near as bad as
Okay.
some of these ones. But before we move on, I just want to say that I would love to get another one of those again, maybe upgrade to a JCW. I saw a GP of R56, and it was $45,000. So
wait,
was
say
cool,
that
though.
again. Say that. Say it again.
I saw a second gen GP for like $45,000 and like 8,000 kilometers on it.
What in the world?
Is that 45,000 Canadian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Canadian.
I don't know what that is in US dollars.
Hey Siri.
Of course, we're gonna ask Siri here.
Canadian dollars is 35,549.
That's still a lot of money.
That's 10,000.
Yeah.
Almost 10,000. That's 5,000 less than what it was when it was new.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was pretty sweet though, but if I'm gonna spend $45,000 on a car, it's unfortunately not gonna be a older 2000 whatever not six. It would have been like 7 to 10. I don't remember what it was.
So
The old
here's-
Mini.
So this is kind of a good segue for a quick thing I wanted to share with everybody here. A subscriber of mine contacted me on my Facebook and asked me if I could share this. He is selling his 2013 JCW Paceman down in Houston for I think he said it's $9,500, and it is pretty. It is, to say the least. It is pretty. So I want to try to pull it up and share with you all because I think it's a good looking car. And 140,000 miles with a manual. So there it is.
Ooh, those are rare.
Incredibly rare. Incredibly rare indeed.
You know, it's fun. I have never seen one like a JCW Paceman in real life.
With a manual. Look at that! Look at that interior, the lounge leather interior.
And he's only asking for 9.
Well, it has 140,000 miles, so 9,500 for that is actually good.
Okay. I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, 140,000 miles for $9,500.
Okay.
Now, I would say normally you would look at that and go, that seems like a lot of miles, and I'm like, yes, it is a lot of miles, but he's selling it for $9,500. That seems reasonable for.
Not only that, it looks like it's in great condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
I mean, it looks really good. I really like it.
Yeah,
But-
it's probably the best taken care of Paceman I've seen.
Yeah, but it's on Craigslist. It's on Craigslist. It's in Houston. Specifically, it's in Sugarland, Texas.
Sugarland. That sounds like the place to go.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So there's the link if anyone's interested. And just go look for it. If anyone wants to buy it, he's selling it, and $9,500 seems incredibly reasonable given the mileage. That car probably when it was new was about $45,000. More than likely. And Pacemans in general are already a rare car. So seeing a Paceman like that, the JCW Paceman, makes them even more rare. And I think those are even 19-inch wheels on that car.
Yeah,
and it's close you can get to a manual all-wheel drive mini hatch.
Yeah, that's basically it. Even though what's amusing though is when they were developing the club or the Countryman, the original R60 Countryman, the drivetrain, the all-4 drivetrain, they tested it out in an R56 hardtop. So we know they could do it. They chose not to do it. We know they could do it, but they chose not to do it. So that's kind of disappointing.
Do you know how much this car weighs?
How much?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh.
No?
3,200 pounds, I would guess.
Okay.
Maybe less, slightly less. I think it's like 3,000 pounds actually. But it's all-wheel drive, so that thing's gonna rocket down the road anyway.
Yeah.
But pretty cool car, and I have a feeling if someone likes it, someone finds it and they really like it, I have a feeling it's gonna sell incredibly quick. Like pretty soon, I think it will. But I'm hoping he's able to successfully sell it. I remember when he used to tell me a little bit about the car when he was doing it. I think he said he even straight piped it. So you never know. But
Looks
we're gonna
good.
go back. We're gonna go back to the other cars here.
All right. And then after I moved to Ontario for a bit, so I had to sell my Clubman. And so that's when I got into the F series, which I got this nice little F56 Cooper S. Yeah. And I couldn't believe how new it felt compared to my Clubman.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a cool little car. But then, so what happened with this car? It was super wet in Ontario, and I was on kind of the end of the life of the tires that you see on it now. So that they're pretty much bald. I was going around a corner, and that truck in front of me, piece of wood had fallen out on the road. So I swerved to get around it as well as trying to go around a corner, and I slid straight into the side of the Meridian on the side, and I busted up. I believe it was this wheel here. It was all completely broken, and all the components like the suspension, all that was all done too. So they fixed it, but it was never quite the same. So I ended up trading it in for my JCW that I have now.
You have an awesome car now.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You have a picture of your JCW?
Yeah, I
Yes,
do.
I believe he does.
And now I
Before
gotta
we
see it.
Before we get there, however, Josh and I did buy this car together, which you might not be able to see that well because it's hiding in the snow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an R60, and we bought it in the winter, so it has steely rims on it. And that was the first video we ever did on our channel. Was just I was just trying out the GoPros, and I put them on this car up and down the driveway, and we got it stuck in the same video.
See you later, Richard. Everyone say goodbye to Richard Handley. He has to get off for the night.
See you,
Thanks for
Richard. Bye. Thanks for coming.
Now, all I can say with this Countryman is you're not cooling your brakes very well right there. They're kind of the ducts are kind of plugged.
Yeah,
Hey, but it's snow, right? It's cold.
True, but snow can also be a great insulator if you pack it in right.
Yeah, exactly.
mhm, unfortunately. So our current cars. Where did I? That's I just realized I don't have my current car there.
Ethan has misplaced his photos of his cars.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec.
The driving difference between like Ethan's gray/black Mini, the F56 he had there versus his JCW, it's so different. Like I drove the one and then drove the other one like a year later when he brought it back to BC, and I don't know. It's not just the horsepower. It's so much more things that are improved about it.
So there's Ethan's JCW right there.
Yeah, so I bought this in Ontario. I packed all my belongings in that I had accumulated in Ontario, all in this car, including my desk and what was left of my bed, and drove it all the way across Canada, all the way to BC. So there's an entire country worth of bugs on the front, but
So
So
is
ridiculous.
Code 808 a actual like a vanity plate, or was that just a coincidence?
yeah, I was just very lucky.
I'm looking at it like it looks like it was planned.
Yeah, it's actually CDDE, but
Oh, it's
yeah.
CDDE.
Yeah.
I need to get my vision. I need to get my vision checked then.
I read code 808 too, so
Yeah.
yeah,
So it
everyone
says
does.
it says DDE. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on here. Hold on. Let me get my glasses on here. Hold on. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I see it now.
I took a picture of it next to I don't know if anyone knows Day Driven Exotics. They're in Kelowna,
Okay, yeah.
right?
That's why I said that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I took a picture of next to his I don't have it here, but next to Dave's Audi R8
Oh,
that he
really?
had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who cares about the R8? There's that nice view in the background right there with the mountains. That's a
I know, right?
almost perfectly framed. We just need to Photoshop out the warning signs and the RV and the minivan.
No, that just adds more to the picture, in my opinion. This is a sick picture, man.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of story going on in that picture. It's telling a story.
Yeah, after that trip, the car it looks like it's lowered almost in that picture, but it basically was because I had so much stuff in it, and I basically had new tires on when I left, and by the time I got home, I had almost worn through an entire set of tires. So,
How long was
Yeah.
the drive?
I think it was 4 days.
I don't think I could wear out tires that much in 4 days.
Yeah, but the roads were terrible. Like,
Oh, that explains it.
yeah, they were doing construction through Ontario. In Ontario, they basically they eat half of the road, so it's like this nasty sandpaper, and I had to drive on that for 2 days.
Oh,
So
that sounds pain.
yeah.
That sounds painful. That sounds incredibly painful.
yeah, and these are run flat tires. So
Oof.
That sounds even more painful. That's why I got rid of my run flats. I put on all seasons 215, 45, 17. They're slightly bigger than the 205, so they're wider. But I
Yeah.
also have wider wheels now. So then I made the mistake. Then I decided since the car's lowered, I decided I'm going to put the wheel spacers on the back to kind of pull the wheels out so that everything kind of looks lined up correctly. The shadow lines are all right and everything, and the gap between the wheel arches and the tires is just right. My only problem is now if I hit a bump hard enough, I shave wheel arch plastic off.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the good old
I
days
didn't
when I used to
realize
do
how
that.
low the car was. I was like, this is just like I can basically get my hand in there, but I'm like, there's a half inch between the tire and the wheel arch and my hand, basically. And I'm like, have my hand there, I'm like, yeah, now I know why this every time I hit a bump I hear this sound as it is plastical.
Well, my clubman doesn't do that.
Obviously your clubman doesn't do that.
So I'll
And
bring up.
for all you wondering who are watching, his clubman is this beauty right here that's lifted.
Yeah.
So we have to know. I see those are OZ wheels.
Yep.
I have to ask though, where did you get the lift kit and where did you get the bull bar? Because I've had people ask me where to get those things.
So they're actually were built for the Countryman.
Oh, okay.
However, a lot of the stuff is quite similar. So we didn't fit the lift kit ourselves. We got someone else to, but the bull bar we fit, and it was perfect. So yeah, we got them from M7 Speed, and they're pretty good. Yeah,
Is it functional?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
That's what matters.
And just so everyone knows, M7 does make a lift kit for the F54. They also make one for the F56. They make one for the R56, and I think they make one for the R60, and I think they might make one for the R53 even.
Yep, and they also technically make one for the X1 and X2. So
well, because the
yeah.
X1, X2, Clubman, and Countryman all ride on the UKL2 platform, so that makes sense that they would share parts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so what gave me the thing that gave me the idea for this? I saw the I don't know if you remember the Scrambler. Concept years ago.
Yeah, the Scrambler concept. That was a cool looking car.
I have a picture of it here. So this is kind of my inspiration for it. Which we're kind of there. I need bigger tires, but that's
those tires are insane.
Yeah.
Jesus
Probably
Christ.
uncomfortable on the roads.
Probably.
But yeah, we'll get something like that in the summertime, possibly.
So you're thinking of wrapping it satin gray?
I was originally.
Yeah.
But there we go. But I actually really like the color that I have, that burgundy color. So I think I might just leave it the way it is.
We thought we were gonna have to wrap it right away because like we saw that burgundy color on, I don't know what it was, Marketplace or Auto Trader or whatever. We're like, gross. That's like instant wrap right there. We started doing up designs. But actually, I think it looks pretty good.
What if now, have you ever thought of the idea of wrapping the entire burgundy color with a clear matte finish, like PPF for it, and still keeping the...
I've not thought of that. That would be really cool, actually.
The only problem I've heard with clear matte vinyl is I hear it can burn the paint.
Burn it?
Like when people have done like clear matte vinyl on paint. That's why Mini stopped. Mini was going to had tried it out with some graphics on a car a while back, and it burned, and the sun burned the paint with the vinyl on it, with that clear vinyl on it, or the clear matte on it.
Interesting.
I have a lot of friends that instead of PPFing their entire car, just the clear gloss one, they do the matte one to get a different finish to the car. I haven't heard of that happening. First time I've heard that one, but that's interesting.
No, it sounds really cool. This is a kind of cool car. What's funny about this is the wheels that are on this Scrambler concept are the base model Clubman wheels over in the UK.
Oh, really?
they're like 16-inch wheels, I think.
Yeah.
What tires are even those? Like, what brand is that?
These look like, I don't even know what brand they are. They just look like tires.
I think I looked at them. I found another picture of it, and they were like some like Chinese brand that was cheap, and they just looked knobby, right? Because with concepts like that, they just want to look super knobby.
Yeah, I mean, it does.
Yeah, exactly. So if we did something, I'm not sure if we go for something that was a little bit less knobby but better quality, or just go for looks all the way.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see if I can find a good high-resolution picture that would show what brand of tire those are. And I think I may have found one. So this is on Autocar's website.
This is the first time I've seen this concept, by the way. I've never been introduced to this.
Okay, here we go. So this is on Autocar's website. Let me see if I can pull it up.
When did this come out, by the way? Concept.
I don't remember. This article is from I don't remember. Hold on. The article. Let me actually pull the picture up first. So the article looks like it's from 2016 or 2017, but it is from 2016. Yep. So the article's from 2016. So here's the wheels or the tires in question. So that was a 2016 concept. That was the same year that the Clubman came out.
Schiarelli.
And they look like they are
Zarelli?
Zirarelli, which is
Zirarelli.
sounds Italian actually.
Well, it's
Yeah.
probably a Pirelli Chinese knockoff.
Yeah.
These are mud tires actually, according to what I'm reading on the sidewall. But
They look pretty crazy.
considering these were built, considering this car was unveiled in Italy, it was for the Italian market. Now I'm trying to see if I can. They're directional tires apparently, according to the sidewall. And
Well,
I'm
yeah.
looking
Yeah,
very close at the screen. They are 225, 50, 16. I think.
feel
God
like that's
forbid
pretty
on that
close to size.
concept. Yeah, God forbid on that concept that those tires ever scrape against that plastic fender.
225, 55, 16, or 225, 65, 16. I'm not sure. I look at the interior in that sucker though.
I think it looks cool. The tire.
Yeah. The interior is super cool too, but I'm not very good at interior stuff, so
Now, here's
that
the-
probably won't get modded.
Here's the thing about the Clubman. I would shave off the Clubman badging on the back.
We
'Cause
were
it doesn't
thinking about
match.
doing something like that. Actually,
Oh.
believe it or not.
Oh, look at that interior.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's
Hold on,
pretty
I've never
sweet.
seen this concept before, so this is all new to me.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, look at
I like that brown.
It's like I think
Wow,
it looks like that. Almost looks like it's like
leather and Alcantara.
Yeah.
or almost like cowhide. A cowhide.
Oh
head-
Jesus Christ, that probably smells horrible inside.
Smells like fresh
You don't like
leather.
leather?
It smells like a saddle shop. when you go
It
in
smells
there.
like the barn your car was in.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
it's
Well, I'm pretty used to that smell, let's be honest.
Yeah.
the reason
It smells like
why
home to us.
the reason I say I would shave the Clubman letters off the back of the car is because they're not centered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
drives. It just messes with. It just makes my OCD go off the charts.
Oh, you're right.
So when I was designing a wrap for it, which maybe we'll do one day, but when I was designing it, I had the B directly in the middle, so the line was on the one side and like the B part was on the other side, but I didn't know if it would look good in any way. So yeah,
They literally shortened the B. The B's much smaller than all the other letters.
yeah, and the M's wider too.
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
I've never noticed that until now that you pointed it out, Zach.
What, the letters are off center?
Yeah, I've never noticed that. Now I can't unsee it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's your OCD, right?
If I see a Clubman, I'm just gonna go with the little scraper paddle off and just
Take them all off. It's like,
Take 'em
trust
off.
me, sir, I'm doing
Well,
you a
see, that's-
favor.
Sir,
See, that's
trust me, I did you a favor.
See, that's weirdly one of the things I did with my Cooper S is I shaved off the Cooper S on the back of the car.
Yeah.
Actually, I took it completely off. What I was going to do was going to be funny is I was going to take off the Cooper and have my vinyl guy put Kiss My. Kiss My. I was going to do that. I was like, nah, let's just take them all off the car. The funny thing is, we took them all off the car and we found a dent underneath the badge. So I'm like,
Oh my, yeah.
well, it looks like the previous owner didn't know how to open the hatch.
Yeah. We
Oh,
actually
I
found a dent on Ethan's hood.
Oh, that
From-
happens. That happens so frequently, though. That's what's crazy is because people don't realize with the new minis is when you want to shut the hood, just get it down low and then let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people still think like old cars, old steel hoods, you got to slam the hood down. And the problem is the hoods on most modern cars are made from made from aluminum, and they're designed to crumple for pedestrian safety. They're designed to crumple if you hit somebody, basically.
Yeah.
That's why the hoods are just made of aluminum. That's why there's space between the inside of the bonnet and the engine. It's designed to collapse in on itself, basically. So if someone like lands on the hood of your car, they're not going to hurt themselves. That being said, if you're running into people,
Might want to choose a beefier car.
choose a beefier
That's why I got the
car,
bull bar.
maybe don't run into people.
Yes, that's probably the best option.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this was the other concept that this is kind of how I want to do the front lights.
I've seen that one.
I did a video
Yeah.
on that car. That thing's incredible. The designers who created it are the most eccentric people you've ever heard talk on camera.
Really?
Watch the video. Trust me.
Yeah, I have watched it.
I actually really like that car a lot.
It's a really cool car. It's a really cool car, but the sales manager was listening to them and he had to stop listening. I was like,
I thought about doing something like that to my green Mini, but I decided not to in the end. But because it was a fun Twisty Roads car. Ethan, you want to show? I sent you a picture of my car as well. So the other car in my channel that isn't a Mini, which is
oh gosh,
my car.
Do we dare put a non-mini on this channel?
Hey, it's still in the same family, okay? It's a big brother.
Not quite, but okay. Well, I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide as long as you don't slide it on that gravel road like you did with the blue R56.
Yeah.
Oh, he babies that
I'm
car.
A lot more careful.
He's a wuss.
So this is your new car?
Yeah.
This is Josh's car. Yeah.
Hence why the picture of this car, it's on a parking garage as opposed to a gravel road.
Yeah.
I mean, I still drive it up our gravel road. You should have seen it out today. Good grief. So much mud on it. But yeah, I just ordered some wheels for it today. I've got a bunch of carbon fiber parts I'm going to be ordering soon, and who knows what else I'll do this spring and summer. I'm excited though. It's a beast.
What engine does that car have? What is it, a 235?
Yeah, 235. I think it's a N55.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just say it has to be the N55 more than likely.
Yeah, the B58 is like the next, like the updated version of this, the M240i.
And the B58 is part of the same modular family as the B36, B46, B48, B38.
Yeah.
This car shares a similar body style to the M2, right?
Yeah, it's almost exactly the same. Like a lot of the parts I'm ordering like are basically the same.
Yeah.
The M2's it's wider though. It's got like a little more flared arches, and the front bumper is a little more aggressive. But this car is better for daily driving, and I didn't have the extra $25,000 to spend to get the M2.
Yeah, no, I was when I was gonna get the new car. The reason why this caught my attention when you said that is because I was gonna get an M2 comp. I think Zach and I had this conversation last live stream, or the GP3. And I think I made the smarter choice.
We actually talked about that before the live stream, and I told you it was. I think I said it was up to you, but if I had to spend the money, I would buy both.
I was literally no, of course. If I had the money, I would buy both. I was literally at the dealership, just looking at them right there. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at all. And
did you have a chance to drive the M2 comp?
No, I didn't. I didn't even drive the GP3 because it was like 9 o'clock at night. And everybody was getting ready to leave. Like the lady even messed up some of my paperwork because she was leaving. And I'm like, I'm leaving with that car today. I am leaving with that car today because it's not gonna be here anymore. So I went with the GP3 because all good reasons. And at the end of the day, I still love the M2 competition. But I think I made the right choice. Later on, I can buy one.
See, my local dealership has an M2. They have an M2 competition race car sitting in their showroom right now.
Oh wow! I'd love to see that.
I looked at the car. I remember walking in the showroom and I looked at this car and I'm like, something doesn't look right about that. I'm trying to figure out why this wheel flare is like covering up the gas cap on the side of the car. And I looked at the back of the car and there was a gas cap built into where the license plate should be. And I'm like, what's going on here with this car? And then the mini sales manager I was walking in with, he told me, oh, that's the race car. That's the M2 competition race car. I'm like, oh, really? Like,
I would love to take a spin in one of those. Yeah, it's funny. Like,
who wouldn't want to take a spin in one of those? Then they also got a car in today. They also got a car in earlier this week. It's a rather unfortunate looking one. It's an M4 competition.
I would.
You
I
like
still
those?
want to see one of those. I haven't 100% made up my decision whether I do or don't like them yet. But yeah,
What are your
I'm
plans
not-
with
I'm
this
not
car?
sure. I'm gonna probably have it for the next, I don't know, little while, year, maybe 2 years at least. I can put wheels on it. I'll do like a tune, probably downpipe. Right now it's just straight piped, but if I do a downpipe, I'll have to put a proper exhaust on it, so it's not like deafening.
Do you have a page for this car at all that we can follow?
It's mainly
I
just the car creations one, but
Okay.
check out my personal Instagram, and I post lots of pictures and stuff on there.
Because I want to follow that build.
Yeah. So most of the build will be on our car creations one, but I post like other pictures as well on my own Instagram. So
Wait, it's not just a 2.3. It's not a 235i. It's an M235i.
yeah, M235i. Yeah.
Okay.
And you
that's
said it's all-wheel drive as well, so it has extra.
Yeah.
So it's
All-wheel
Yeah.
drive.
I just followed you, by the way, and a car
Sweet,
creations
thanks.
as well.
Awesome,
Yeah.
thanks, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that BMW M4 competition. So here it is.
Oh no.
Oh,
You know
that
what?
one.
So there it is
Oh.
with its giant kidney grills.
Zach is triggered.
At what
In
point,
person, it looks twice as good in person.
I think
I've seen it in person. It doesn't look any. It's not working. It's still not working for me.
I like it. This guy all the way up here does not like it at all. He is the only one I think.
All the way
doesn't
up
like
here. Hold on. I'm all the way up here. Okay, let me put you all the way at the top.
it. No. I feel too powerful up here. I like it.
Something about that car that rubs me the wrong way.
Hey, a new body kit, and you could fix that with, I don't know,
Yeah.
$2,000. You could fix that. That's not
Yeah.
a deal breaker for me.
I still think the cuts, everything on the body, the rims.
So
everything's
Ryan says he's into it.
perfect.
Yeah.
Ryan also says he needs the M2 competition.
I think, yeah, I agree with Ryan there. I think the best BMW looking performance, everything today is the M2 CS.
Yeah, we need it.
yeah.
If you're gonna do BMW, you got to do the BMW M2 CS. That is.
I mean, they do cost $110,000, so they are quite expensive.
According to this, they cost $83,000.
Maybe all the ones I saw were dealer marked up.
Probably. This is an M2 competition CS manual coupe, 83,600. Automatic is 86,000 or 83,600. The automatic is 86,500. But
So
it's a pretty car. Yeah, we'll go ahead and say it's a pretty car. I can admit that.
talking
guys-
about Joshua's car. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say because I have something here that I was given when I bought the GP, and I don't know what it is. I mean, it says what it is, but I don't know why I was given this.
Because
You guys ever seen this before?
Oh, interesting.
No, it's just I'm guessing it's just a battery log of like them keeping the battery safe or like charged.
Good question. I don't know.
I've never seen this before. Oh,
Oh, what happened here? Hold on.
so what's the difference between the CS and the comp?
I think
about 25 grand.
yeah, 25 grand. It's got extra like 20 horsepower. It's got extra little things here and there.
So
The
25
wheels are
grand for
better.
25 horsepower.
25
it's-
grand, 444 horsepower.
Yeah.
I would go with the competition any day.
Yeah, I'd go with the competition and then just like spend 5 grand on it and make it way faster, right?
Exactly.
And then like spend like 2 grand on that really super cool hood with the scoop in there, the backward scoop. I absolutely love those. And you know what, Jacob? I 100% agree. But look, I'm 23, okay? I don't have that kind of money. Am I 23 or 22?
I like.
sorry.
This is the first time I've seen the CS. I've never seen the CS before. I still like the competition better. I don't know why.
I don't know if this is a car or strong pornography.
Jesus Christ.
This is filth right here. This is too pretty. I mean, it's blue. It has the right shade of blue. It has the gold wheels. I see myself driving that even. I think it's a pretty car.
Do a video on it.
Do a video on it. Yeah, good luck with that. I can get minis. I can get minis for videos anytime I want. BMWs, forget it. Unless it's on the used car lot, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Like they will not. They won't let me touch the new cars.
Josh and I do have to go pretty quick here, but I just want to say one more thing before we do go. We want to ask. Joshua wants to get a project car. So what should he get? This is the age-old question.
Joshua needs a project car. What should he get? I think he should get another Mini. As he rolls his eyes.
Yeah, so kind of my thoughts were like, what if I either get like an older, like again, like my green one, an R56, and like build it up track wise, or I go for like, I've seen some, I know this is many people on here, but I saw a super nice BMW Z4M, and those look amazing with the big chunky wing on there, and like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, or like an older Cayman. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
I don't disagree on the Cayman option, but if you're gonna go with an R56, go with an R56 JCW. I think you even said it yourself earlier in the conversation. Yeah. That would be the really nice project car. Or an R56 JCW. I would go with that in my opinion.
There's a
R56
guy on Instagram I'm recently started following, W Andy, and he's got a super nice R56 JCW.
I thought that said Ebola. I thought that said
Ebola yellow.
A little bit different.
No,
it's a little bit different.
Wait, what is Ebola? Oh, it's Ebola yellow. Like Ebola yellow.
What do you think about his options, Zach?
Well, someone suggested an N14 R56. Now he said LOL. Now I have to say there, if you want to laugh about the N14, let me just put it away. The N14 is actually the one engine that is the easiest to tune as far as performance parts go, because there's more stuff out there for the N14. The N18 was incredibly reliable. The N14 is more of a temperamental engine, like a typical sports car should be. Not every sports car is 100% reliable. So an N14 R56 is actually a pretty good little project car if you're going to have one as a car to work on and then take it out to track on the weekends or something like that. Ryan suggested a B5 Audi S4 in Ebola yellow. In Ebola yellow. And then Jacob Fishing said M Roadster is greater than the Z4M.
Yeah.
Now, if you want a car that would be really cool, it's incredibly hard to find. Get the BMW M Coupe, the clown shoe.
Yeah, I actually did see one of those for sale. It was quite expensive, but it looked pretty sweet.
The used car manager at the Mini dealership owns one in blue.
Yeah,
gold. I think it has gold wheels, gold or silver wheels on it, but they're like custom wide wheels. That car, he barely drives it. I think it says it's worth about $52,000.
Something that is kind of driving a lot of my decision as well. I really like to get cars that are like different genres, right? So I have like an all-wheel drive automatic fun car like that. So now I think the next car, definitely manual, preferably rear wheel drive. But if I went again for the R56, it would obviously be front wheel drive. But those are my two kind of things. So
rear wheel drive. Jacob suggested a E46 M3.
Those are pretty sweet. Yeah.
Ryan said, what about the Z4M Coupe? The same person who said Ebola yellow.
Yeah. I don't have time to pull it up right now, but yeah, that's definitely one of the cars I was looking at.
This as long as it's not the current Z4 Coupe. I'm
right. Yeah.
Toyota Supra. Never mind.
Exactly.
It's like every time I see a Toyota Supra, I always say someone, "Wow, what a nice Z4 Coupe!" And every time I see a Z4 convertible, I would say, "Wow, what a nice Supra convertible." They always look at me funny when I do that. But yeah, I don't know. If you're looking for something that's fun,
Yeah.
Have
I
you-
mean, it might
if-
not be this summer even. It might be
Yeah.
next summer, but I always want to, like, especially if it's a little bit more of a rare car, start keeping
if
my
you've
eyes open,
gone,
right?
if we're going to go non-mini, non-BMW rear-wheel drive, have you thought about a Miata?
I have actually, and I've looked at a few of those. I'm not super into being a me with my vape pen kind of thing. Miata, Subaru STI, that kind of thing, right?
Oh,
But
Oh, wow.
that
a
hurt.
little bit of a stereotype, maybe.
I'm sitting here, it's like, huh? Like I think we lost some viewers here the minute you said that. But
Yeah,
okay.
I see
Finish off
him
me.
with the R56 JCW. In my opinion.
Yeah, I
R56
think
JCW,
that would
that
be
would be
super
the one.
cool.
Oh, even better, get an R58, not R58 JCW coupe.
What's R58? What's that?
That's
Oh,
the-
is that
the Roadster?
No, that's
Yeah.
the R59. The coupe is the R58. Let me
Oh.
find it. Let me find it for you. R58 JCW coupe. Excuse me, I'm using the wrong terminology. It's like, how dare I? Like, he doesn't know what he's saying anymore. Okay, there it is. There it is. Boom, boom, and boom.
Yeah,
Those are pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
R58 coupe.
I actually like those cars a lot.
I think it could be a future classic too. That they always talk about those. That's definitely be one of those.
Doesn't what's Petroheads
No,
has one.
Yeah.
Petropad. He has
Yeah.
ruby red or ruby.
Oh
red.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, I hate to cut this short, but I'm informed that these two that Ethan has a meeting he has to get to, so we should probably wrap this up. But I wanted to thank you all for coming onto the channel and hanging
Yeah.
out here and taking a little criticism and a little fun and having a good time overall. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan just said Petroped, the YouTuber, has a JCW. No, he has a JCW Roadster, Ryan, not a JCW Coupe. But
Ruby Roadster.
anywho, if you want to check out Car Creations YouTube channel, it's Car Creations. It's youtube.com/Car Creations YT. If you want to check out their Instagrams, you can go to Car Creations YT at Car Creations YT, or you can go to their Instagrams right there, Joshua Jones 580. Or if you want to go talk to Mayo Chickens over here, at Mayo Chickens. I thought your Instagram was now Savage.
It is. I was really in a hurry to get in here. Okay.
So I think I need to fix that. I think I need to fix this here. It's Savage GP. There we go.
There we go.
Now it's correct. We're gonna leave a bold
good.
font for now.
Oh Jesus.
But I appreciate you guys coming onto the channel and chatting.
Yeah.
But for anyone else, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it's youtube.com/the Miniac. Go ahead and subscribe. Click the notification bell. I upload videos every Monday. Now it's every Monday at 2 p.m. Central U.S. time, not Canadian, not whatever other time we're in. But there's our discounts are at the bottom right there for motoringstripes.com, outmotoring.com, my new Miniac merch. If you want to get here we go. If you want to get a sweatshirt, I got them now, so you can order them as well from the Spreadshirt place. Working on possibly a thing. I had something custom made here. This is an embroidered rugby shirt with the Miniac logo on it and a number 37 patch on the sleeve. I'm looking at possibly making mass producing these if people are interested in buying them. I actually have to do pre-order because I don't have the space to keep 50, 60, 70, 80 of those shirts unless I'm going to be wearing all of them. I'm still thinking about raffling these off. If anyone has an F56 generation Mini that wants these, let me know, and we have Ethan might want them. So we might have to work something out with you there. But I might consider raffling these off, see if anybody's interested in getting those. But we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks, Ryan. He's piecing out right now. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for joining us for this live stream tonight. We've been about an hour and 24 minutes in. That's pretty good. But it was a pleasure having everybody here. A pleasure having Gabriel tune in with us after he felt a little neglected in the comments. And he didn't feel guilty or we feel guilty about him not being here. But we'll have to have Gabriel back on for another car chat episode that we'll try to do at some point soon, because
Thanks for having me. Thanks for
we
having
had
me.
so much fun with all that stuff. And considering he missed out on the last one because he was out on a date.
Yeah.
But
Thanks for having us all on here.
anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Yes, if someone just asked me, is the shirt British Racing green? It's green and white. So my dad told me because it's supposed to be an homage to Paddy Hopkirk. So it's Paddy Hopkirk being from Northern Ireland. So I'm kind of like supposed to wear it on St. Patrick's Day this year. But anyway, will they fit in our F55? Yes, the mirror caps will fit in F55. They will fit any current third gen Mini. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. I need to let Ethan go because he has to get to his meeting. But just want to let you all know before you go that life is too short to drive a boring car. So you all know what we do, right? If life is too short to drive a boring car, right? What is it?
Drive a Mini.
Drive a Mini.
Mini.
Drive a Mini.
Yeah.
We all agree. Drive a Mini.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I will see you all at the next video, next live stream. So have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are around the world. And goodbye from Kansas. Goodbye from Canada. Goodbye from Florida. and we will see you all on our respective channels or social media in the not too distant future. So,
Yeah.
Bye, guys.